looks a little bit like this, but here's Godlike and Tyrax, who we saw with that early 2v3 turnaround from Godlike, trying to go on the aggressive here, and they've separated this full trio, knowing they got that. Nightmare, unfortunately, gets his ramp block, but that's not his metal wall, and that's going to complete. That's a launch pad burn for nothing, and now he's been completely segmented off. They are in zone, and it down. Great 100 tech, picks up Tyrax, but then Godlike picks it up, does cover his back, will try and get the conversion through the Siphon. Can Godlike clutch it up again? He wants to get back over his teammate. Nightmare does get the conversion, and he's safe, but now what can you do as the other trio starts pouring in shots? Shield tags coming out from Ranger. Obito over there as well. But as the zone settles, if he can branch out even a little bit, he should be able to disengage. Some nades come flying in, but now it seems like they've mostly given up the fire as he's disengaged down into the water. As I say that,
this might be some of the most aggression we've seen between two trios that, honestly, with the position that they were in previously, it even surprises me that they pushed for this, because coming from the west side of the river, they didn't even have to get in there, but Tyrax gets capitalized on, goes down. Godlike, Tyrax, the trio eliminated. But I'm just saying, like, they were a duo and they just pushed on a trio and they didn't necessarily have to. It was a chance for eliminations. And it ended up, it got them one, but it paid the price. Now they're out of game 4.
So what Obito did there, it was sick, by the way, because when he put down the metal floor as the revive happened, both character models stood up at the same time, and they were force phased through.
Yep.
So you either crouch down and they own the wall and you can't go anywhere, or you're just stuck with a wall blocking basically the entirety of your screen, and you're looking up and getting headshotted, which is what ended up happening there. But the aggression coming out from a singular nade tag when you pulled zone again, like, if the PG boys had just boxed up, like, they'd be set. And they'd be good, but the aggro coming out, trying to play the aggressors, did get the pick on the Nightmare, but Ranger and Obito saying, nope, not today. They'll get that one. Now going all the way back. So the Solari nades, right? When you line it up, it's 300 damage of explosives coming through at once. Have you noticed that every single time somebody's on the receiving end of the clip, they're sitting in a wood structure in around zone 4 or 5?
Yep.
Yo, stop building your 4, 5, and 6 zone structures with wood.
People are going to learn
and then complaining about getting
Sundown.
Solari naded.
People are going to learn eventually.
So build with metal, because then the first barrage comes through and it gets eaten. And if you can't throw another wall up after that, then you probably deserve to get hit by those nades.
It's just tough because you're trying to sit on the metal until later in the game.
Nope.
But hear me out. I understand. You're trying to sit on the metal until later in the game. A lot of players at certain points will say, I don't want to have to worry about that as we go into the end of it. You know, they're going to start looking at eliminations as their source of material. Basically, a replenishment. But you're right. Using the metal between 4 and 5 is probably one of the more important things if you think a nade barrage is going to happen, because if you don't prepare for it, that's going to happen. You're going to get eliminated.
Your two options are either have a hard scout looking for pre-edited cones, that's how you line it up, or just sit in metal. And I know, but even then, like, you could sit on top of a full, like, a singular metal cone in a 1x1 at the top. As long as you're in that, you're good from the first barrage, and then you can edit down and recone yourself. I'm just throwing it out there. 400 HP on fully built metal.
You're not wrong. We'll say that. You're not wrong.
But now, good rotation coming out here, utilizing the launch pad, and now we're pulling in towards the half-in, half-out zone that has the potential. I mean, this is brutal. You're half on a mountain, you're near tilted zone, so you're either running through the river while the billy goats are up on the side, or you're being forced.
Raid and Snoika, 3-1, so 5 eliminations total for this trio. 20 points, 20 trios remaining right now, 43 players. Well ahead of what the damage threshold is thus far, especially if Carl continues to hit tags, if they even have to worry about it at this point. Here we go, the next circle, looking at a northeast push back across the valley through the river. Just massive amounts of pressure. The minigun combined with a legendary AR spraying walls down. They're trying to seek out any damage tags they can, because they do get a knock, especially in a place like this. Everyone's basically pressed against the wall. You're looking at a chance where someone else is going to try and take shots at that too. Plus, Carl has 12 RPGs. Here we go. Wait for that edit. See if you can sneak one in and get a ton
You
of
have 12. You need to start firing these off.
Honestly,
take them with you. Oh, there you go. Can't take him with you. As you see, he gets the 120 tag there, immediately going to start reloading. He knows people are going to move. Launchpad does come out. Good little archway edit, but oh, yeah, there you go. That was actually such a great move to get up on the high ground on the far side. Now start firing those babies off. Punish these players who are trying to rotate through right now and take advantage of your superior positioning. But right now, instead, just going to get themselves settled in the fact they're sitting on 5 elims and they have great positioning right now over the rest of the lobby. Bubble shield on top of the launch pad to prevent the immediate laser. So good little combination there and showing off the versatility of that new addition.
There we go, taking their rotation as well. Carl all the way up top. Number of players rotating on through there too. Tuna potentially going to take shots. This trio tries to make their way in, looking for a spot to land. Carl's going to get forced all the way down underneath a tree, basically the low ground with this many players above. 13 trios remaining at this point, which means one more needs to go down, and then placement points come out. A solid rocket! Ooh. Are you kidding me? Right through. What an angle there as Carl picks up at least, let's see, 2 knockdowns. Minor and Unique both knocked. You see the feed up there. Means one player left. There's the eliminations come out. Vinti is the last one to go down there, and this shockwave to put him at the forefront of the storm. Very, very key. Looking back down underneath, still 10 more RPG shots. Feeds one through. Another trio of 121 damage hits. Another one. Oh my gosh, the feed just does not stop for Carl, finding knock after knock. Raid does go down. You see, got to be eliminated, so they're down to only a duo. But building forward, one right in front. Another elimination there, up to 5.
Great awareness, too, to turn now with that AR towards the line, seeing the player rotate and drop down, catching him, and now he works directly back up to Snoika. So all of a sudden, they're back together, and they're one of the few duos who is still left. Everyone else is pretty much a solo rider. You can see Flame still in the top left. Carl picked up another elim. That's another rocket finding down. No marks there, but then gets it with the AR tags. Top 4, but he gets picked up. Still 7 RPGs in there, but he had great efficiency there. Dropping down, there's one duo left. Otherwise, it's all solo riders. 11 elims from Snoika and his trio. Nobody wants to fall here. You want to get into top 2. There's elim number 12. There it is, and there's top 2 as Ziad goes down. It's Obito versus Snoika there. Can he close it out? Unfortunately, pinned against the wall. You have to go forward. 7 HP, but it's a wall of tack shots coming up there, sprinting straight into Obito and Ranger, the duo who is able to clean up that fight in the river, turns around the resources, runs the lobby. 13 elims, 15 points for the VR, 28 points there. That was pretty impressive, Zeke. What do you think?
I mean, look, anytime you can knock out 28 points in a single game, you're feeling pretty dang good, and I'm pretty sure the Ranger trio here was feeling pretty good after that. Now we're back here. We're joined by Shy because he's got some pretty incredible plays to take a look at.
Yeah, the main thing with Obito that I saw was crosshair placement. It was actually insane from what I saw. The way he kind of manipulates each environment he's in on where he wants to place his crosshair is amazing. So we're going to break that down real quick. We're going to get into it and see exactly how things go. Checking out the replay right now, we're going to be in Tilted Town with Ranger. So at the moment, he's going to be looking top down, making sure his crosshair is always in the middle because he knows builds actually won't come out. It's really cool to see as well, dynamically switching his spacing on where he is. We'll see a shockwave or an enemy come out from the actual house he's in. Instead of fighting him, he gets boogie bombed. He's going to go up, make sure that whenever he's going to be pumping through, it's going to be a guaranteed headshot from the top down. More pellets will actually hit in this engagement. So very good, very fast cleanup. You'll notice every pump shot he takes is a direct over 100 damage because of where he places his crosshair. Right now we're checking out his another person in the region as well. He's going to be going up and around Thunder. Carl actually moving in and out of his box on different layers. You'll see that he actually sees a lot of the zone, so when he actually jumps up with the shockwave, he can see exactly where he's going. Then we tune in back with Obito, just standard up end game, but once again, that crosshair placement from both these trios, knowing exactly what layer they're on and where to look. There's no confusion whatsoever on exactly what is going on. So off mid-ground, you want to look up a little bit, but most of the time, your crosshair tilted down, looking exactly where the enemies are. Another plus 100 pump coming through. Once again, no confusion. RPG, look for more elim points down below. Easy shots taken, a little bit of an overpeak, but the clutch factor is always there. Once again, positioning perfectly, taking your time. The crosshair, I will keep stressing it, is so good. Just being at the perfect position possible. Less work for you, more expected, insane plays, high accuracy. It's amazing.
Man, Obito, Ranger, and Nightmare. Now, Nightmare unfortunately was taken out, but still, an awesome game from them. 28 points. Obito really manipulating the chakra of his enemies there. If you get it, you do. If you're not, that's okay as well. With that, he got it. With that, we're getting ready to hop into another round of games. We're going to be jumping into game number 6 of heat number 2, if I'm correct. And I believe that's going to be Monster, Deface, and I. Is that correct? Monster, is that you? Oh my gosh! Wait a minute. We're not the same Wait a minute.
No, look. I have different clothes. We have different facial hair. We're two different people, brother.
We're two different people. Oh my gosh, I thought it was just me and me there for a moment. My bad. Apparently you and I are actually two completely different individuals with different voices. Now you know. Fortnite fam, we're getting ready to jump into the next set of games. What do you think so far, man? So remember, these games happened this morning, but what do you think about the Middle East?
They literally have me breathless. It's been a lot of fun. No, honestly, watching the games unfold. Again, we talk about a lot. Watching a new region come up, and have an opportunity at the spotlight. It's been a blast.
Well, let's not wait any longer. We're jumping into game. Here we go. This is game number 6, I believe, of heat number 2, if I'm correct. We're jumping into all of the action right now. But yeah, man, Middle East is absolutely insane. Their precision, their accuracy, their aggression, like, they are out of this world. And it's kind of crazy to think, like, they've been on this forever, you know, and now we actually get to see it. They get to show us what we've been missing out on. And that's what's kind of cool about Fortnite as a whole. It's a global competition, right? So being able to add another region and then being like, oh, hey, what's up, Fortnite fam? We are also part of this, fam. We're here to play. Let's show you why. I mean, it's just impressive.
That's right, and we've seen a couple stars come up. Even our predictions aren't necessarily as accurate as we thought they would be. It could just be because, obviously, we're taking a look at
this is just the first heat.
Regions, right, and even right there, Sam Hunter. I know that was like
Sundown.
Right, so like today, when the stakes rise, right, and then things are a little more intense, these heats are coming out, we're seeing new faces come out. And that's what matters, the players that can perform under pressure. It kind of reminds me like way back when, and you know, shout out to Fulmer. I know he pulled through in the trios division for this recent one, but Fulmer did a fantastic job in the opening session of the Winter Royale, but then he couldn't pull through in the finals, and we've seen that kind of happen. So sometimes when the pressure's on, people have a harder time. So, you know, we'll start to feel it out, see what happens when the high stakes are up, almost the same way like can Mitra, Mongrel, Benji pull it through again, which we know they probably will, but
yeah,
it's when the stakes rise, who comes out on top. Those are the real champions.
I think Sundown pretty much puts it best. Some days are just not going to be your days, and some days a Fortnite for you will go unbelievable. You'll find your golded out kit, right? You'll get those eliminations. You'll get those perfect rotations or those launch pads, those splashes, whatever utility item you need. And sometimes it just isn't going to go your way. So being able to kind of pivot in that moment and say like, okay, look, we landed here. We took a bad fight. What do we do right now, right? That is going to separate good players from the very best of the best, right? And I think I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. I still don't think we've seen the highest range of Middle East. I still think they have a very high ceiling, and they're just going to continue to show us what that is as the season, as this Grand Finals continues.
And talking about ceilings and shots and all that kind of good stuff, Obito actually caught a nice little headshot with the hunting rifle on one of those unsuspecting players who was firing down and did not expect that shot to come right back. Lots of offense played right there, but Steady's trying to get to that reboot card. He actually is going to pop the shockwave. And I don't know if this is the right play, putting himself at a disadvantage here. Oh, because it was only a knock, right? He didn't actually get to finish the deal, so he's going to be able to pull his revive off right here. He's going to be able to pick that player up. Obito and Ranger are now stuck in a 3v2. Remember, no one can build here in Tilted Town. It's all about the angles. Nice little camera usage right there. Getting over the shoulder. That's going to be a 1-drop, 2. Kenny gets the 3rd right here. Connecting with so many shots. Zeke, this is going to be really close. Here it is. Oh! Hits the big pump. Ranger showing that he is not here to play any games, but Fortnite games.
I like that. Fortnite games. That was good. I like that. Man, that was crazy. But for Ranger to just immediately down 2 people, right, and then kind of force the enemy into that 1v1 with the chug splashes in his hand, if you're the enemy and you're popping something like a mini, you still have that, like, delayed timer, right, a minimum 2 seconds. There was some splashes there. That enemy was like, you know what, I've got the splashes, but I think I hit him pretty hard. Let's just go full send and see what happens. Now, Ranger was like, oh, are you? Please, come on over. I've got the pump ready to go, and I will down you. And that's why
That's a weird stick you got.
And that's all she wrote.
What? I was hungry. I've got nothing to hide. What you see? Look into the llama.
Where? Right there! Bro, can somebody please pull these out?
Hold on, I got my headphones anyway.
You get mad because I said I want to play.
You hold a taco. You hold a taco.
What? What kind?
You hold a taco. Taco dance. And you hold that. Oh, we didn't see that new gun. Yeah. I'm going after the new. Is yours? That wasn't in Nana. I think, Matthew, I need to get some tacos. Matthew, there go a taco. Oh, that's the new taco rifle. Matthew, I see some tacos. Me too. I see some tacos. Matthew, what's up on that roof? Why you? You told? I like the banana dance, but you want the taco.
So you said they got a new taco thing?
Oh, you can eat it too. Oh, that gives you health. I mean, food. That's a
I said.
Oh, you got down. Oh, that make you eat faster. Oh, one more.
Take third.
Matthew.
What?
Booty.
Oh, no,
I can't see boy. You acting like that, boy. Bro, you doing too much. You just mad because I said I want to play, and you playing the whole freaking freaking time.
Cause you got your headphones on
hungry.
and everybody hears you. That don't mean nothing.
But oh my god, here we go again.
How was you dancing?
I'm not doing that. The taco above me making me do it.
Taco dip, taco dip, taco dip, taco dip, taco dip. Taco!
Burritos.
Taco!
I'm not walking. Hey, I'm about to tell. Oh, look, watch this.
You just walking. Exactly.
Look.
Cause it's on auto stuff. It's on auto mode.
Shut up. Hey, why you all repeat after David say something you gotta say?
He said it's on auto stuff. That bitch just sit there.
Man, stop doing that to me, boy. You better wipe that junk on your stuff. Man.
Wait, the phone.
Every freaking 10 seconds that they come on. What?
Every 10 seconds you probably want to play the game. Can I do something?
I just started.
Oh, they got pink. It's pink.
Ooh.
How do you get back in another world play? Let me get started.
Okay, well, if he die or he lose, he got to pass control.
To Ludi?
Anybody. You die or win, pass the fucking control. You kill somebody, pass.
You heard that?
Yes.
Push up.
Oh, what up? Oh, hey. Oh, Carol. Come on. Go. Go that way, bitch.
You always got to come.
Yeah, it's better than like I can.
Oh, can I go to Stepper Rifle? Stop that. Stop.
Stop it off!
Wait, why do you need them headphones?
And here we go.
Right? Look.
Hey, I will never come to Greasy again. For a 10-second freaking taco dance.
Taco dance. I'm not going to get good. I'm not going to get good. Taco dance.
Bruh, really is freaking look.
Oh, it's on auto mode.
I really have to click. Oh, go on.
You are by me, Jordan.
Yeah, I can die all I want.
Well, when you play that game, you go run about 100 wins. Well, more than 100.
Then I said every time I play, we always losing.
Every time I play, we winning.
Y'all lose.